number 9. So as I mentioned yesterday, all of these are, the process is the same as if you would solve any equation. So for number 9, we would solve this just like we were solving an equation. We just have to remember if we multiply or divide by a negative, we have to change the direction of the sign. So for this one, I can start off with distributing on both sides. Remember that this is really -1 that I'm distributing there. So I have 5x minus 3x minus 18 is greater than or equal to 8 minus 1x plus 7. We can then combine like terms. We have 5x minus 3x on this side to give us 2x. And then 8 plus 7 on this side to give us 15. Pick and choose what you want to move. I'm going to add 18 to the right and add 1x to the left. We have 3x is greater than or equal to 33. And then in this case, I'm not dividing by a negative, so I'd end up with x is greater than or equal to 11. Now, let's say that you solved this and your x ended up on the right instead of how I did it. So you got this. The negative. And that also would have been less. It would still come out to be the same thing because when I divide, I have to switch the sign. That would be probably. It doesn't look the same right now because it's flipped. But if I rearrange the way this is written, I'm going to take this, put it on the other side, but I can't just do that and leave the sign the same. This has to be pointing in the same direction. So right now it's pointing away from the x. So when I switch it, it also needs to be pointing away from the x. If you were to do it that way. So it's like you switched the sign here, but you didn't really because these are the same thing. For our interval notation, this is everything greater than or equal than 11. So we're going to start at 11, and it's going to keep going towards positive infinity. This is included, so this would be a square bracket. 11 would start, and it would go all the way to positive infinity, and you'd have a parenthesis. And then I could put 11, it really doesn't have to be in the middle, it could be wherever, but I'm going to put it in the middle and then surround that with other numbers. This would be a closed circle because of the square bracket, because it's included, it's equal to, and it's everything greater than, so it's going to the right. Do we have any questions on how we solve that, how we got that answer, how we graphed it, the interval notation, anything? Right. I want you guys to practice, and I'm going to give you guys, or tell you to do one thing and then have you guys switch gears around 8. So there's a lot of questions in here that we did not do today or yesterday. I want you to go back and practice them. So starting on the first page, we did 2 and 3 and then 8. So there's a bunch there. And then we did 9 but not 10, so you can do 10. On the second page, I think we did 1 and 4, so do 2 and 3. And then on that last page, everything but the one we just did. So work through as many of those as you can up until 8. And then at 8, I'll have you switch gears to something else. Let me know if you have any questions or need me to check something. I'll be walking around. If you have this time to work.